And welcome back inside U.S. Bank Stadium here for day 2 of the Prep Bowl. And we start, as we always do on this Saturday, with the Class 1A Championship. Minneapolis North and Rushford Peterson. I'm Charlie Beattie. He's Chris Ullman. Minneapolis North, the team that was here last year, lost the game. They got a little unfinished business.
Yeah, Minneapolis North has got a great team setup going into the game. Minneapolis North lost the big star last year in Johnson, but they're going all about team today. And Minneapolis North is going to be one of those teams that can get it from any other angle, any other running back, any other wide receiver. And
what they have to deal with today is a Rushford Peterson team, one loss on the year, led by one of the truly elite running backs in the state.
Well, I'll tell you what, Noah Carlson is somebody that anybody in the state is going to love to watch. He's getting a lot of recruiting action with the track, but I'll tell you what, after last week, football is on the radar for him. Noah Carlson can get to that second level. He can go inside out, runs with power, and runs with finesse as well.
Couple of elite teams, only one loss between the two of them on the year. Should be a good one to start the day. That's next.
Left guard and Matthew Machinsky at left tackle. First throw for Peterson, and it is intercepted. It's Henry Wiseman, and he is going to be hauled down from behind by Reed at the 19-yard line. I mentioned they were ball hawks, the two senior twins, and this time it is Henry pulling one in. Of course, a lot of TV cameras are here. This is Kennedy right up the middle, and Kennedy's still going. Working hard, Kennedy, and he's out near the 50-yard line, and he dragged half the Hastings defense with him. 15 yards the hard way for Patrick Kennedy. First down for the Pioneers.
He took over the starter's job a couple games into his freshman year. It only lasted a couple because he got hurt. Here's Carlson to the second level. And this is what Noah Carlson can do. And the sprint champion will take it in for the early touchdown. I mentioned Faison Scott earlier. Phil is Faison's brother. Here's Carlson, and the ball comes out, bouncing around, and the Polars have it. It is Taylor Johnson. And he will take it in. Big interception last week, big fumble recovery this week for Taylor.
Third quarter. Do this to Leffler, and he's going to chew up some more yardage and run some people over, and here he goes! Tommy Leffler, 51 more, and it's 48-7.
Early false start, so Zeke Rogers has to back it up. He'll hit Isaac Johnson on the first one, and Johnson, a guy they wanted to get into some space, found a little room on the outside.
Well, they're just going to try to get Johnson the ball on quick hitters here, get him into the game, nothing too fancy. When Zeke Rogers drops back, one-step drop, gets it into his hands, and they're going to make their athletes do something with the ball. That time there, it was very evident that Rushford Peterson is going to be attacking those quick hitters. So look for them to just chip away early and then try to get Johnson up top sometime in the next few plays.
5-yard pickup back to the original line of scrimmage. Now they'll hand it off to Keon Porter. And he's up close to a first down. Porter, just a sophomore, and they've had to pick up some slack in the backfield this year. They lost their leading rusher, Tyree Cox, in these sections to a knee injury. He is out, but Porter and Jamin Smith have filled in the gaps pretty nicely.
And they do a nice job doubling the attack point right there. And Porter is going to get the bulk of the fullback here. He's just straight up the middle running. If they can get 3 or 4 yards out of him, they'll be doing just fine, and they'll worry about the other runners on the outside as the game goes on.
Third and short, as you see Zeke Rogers in the shotgun. That's where they'll be most of the day. It's Porter, and there's a crunch at the line of scrimmage, but his second effort got him the first down. Now where's the football? I think they're going to say he was down before it came out. It was an audible hit up here in the booth.
Yeah, Rushford Peterson is going to say that ball came out on the second chance here, but the whistle, I think, helped the Polars right there. You see that second one, the ball pops out, but the whistle was already blowing the ball dead, so the official's right on top of it, but it was definitely out after that second effort right there.
Dawson Dahl came up and laid the hit on Porter, but a nice second surge to get him the first down. So North with a drive going. And they hand it off again, and this is Porter again, and he is chased down by McCoy Takouts, number 28. And there is Azarick, or Zeke Rogers. Charles Adams said nobody calls him Azarick, we just call him Zeke, but Azarick is the real name. But there you see 1,300 yards, 14 touchdowns. 3 of those 6 interceptions were last week in the semifinals against Wabasso, where his head coach admitted he had a bit of a tough game, but he has been great this year since taking over as the starter. And here he is on the option, going to keep it himself. Very shifty runner, and he's up close to another first down. wrestled down by Ethan Anderson.
Zeke Rogers is definitely an athlete back there. You can see he goes down the line of scrimmage, and that little hesitation was enough to make 2 or 3 guys miss. You're going to have to be in front of him in order to tackle today. That was what Coach Thompson was talking about, this athleticism that Minneapolis North brings, and it all comes and starts with their quarterback, Zeke Rogers.
Rogers took over as the starter in game number 3 against St. Paul Central, which is really a signature win for this North team. Won it on a late touchdown pass, and here he is on the option again, and a late pitch to Jamin Smith. Good decision. Now Smith in some space. Finally knocked down at the 49-yard line. Ethan Hermanson finally got him. A nice pickup there and another first down for the Polars.
Yeah, Jamin Smith is the benefactor here of everybody coming to Rogers. He pump fakes here, gets through the line, but watch him pitch right there. Great read on that one. It just lays it out. You know, it's the relationship between the running back and the quarterback that make this read option work. If he gets too far in front of him, that's probably a 1 or 2 yard gain, but he has nice relationship and gets the first down on the play.
Some good blocks out there on the edge by Isaac Johnson and Corleone Powell, 2 of the wide receivers. And now Rogers to throw over the middle, and he's got Isaac Johnson. Makes the catch, and he's wrestled down at the 35. Well, you can look at Isaac and tell he's a basketball player, and he's a Division I basketball player. He's committed to Western Illinois. But they just throw it high and let him go get it.
And they just put it right in the middle there, right? You know, Johnson in the 2 deep coverage right there. Nice ball. He just floats it in the middle. The coverage is right there. Pretty good by Jake Paulson on that one, but too good of a pass right there. And Johnson, too good of an athlete, and brought down for the first.
4 minutes into the first quarter, and Rogers with a nice change of direction, and Zeke Rogers again. A nice tackle out there by Landon Goree, number 7. Otherwise, Rogers might be dancing in the end zone right now.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you are going to stop him, it's how Landon Goree makes this tackle. Watch how he keeps his feet moving from the linebacker position. He doesn't make this in front of him. He goes for the touchdown easy. See how he squared him up right there? Helmet across. That's how you're going to have to tackle Rogers in order to get him down today.
Long run for Zeke. Turns into a gain of 5, 2nd and 5. And the handoff is to the motion man. Coming around the corner here is Naz El Amin, familiar name to Minneapolis North fans. He is the nephew of Khalid El Amin, and he has the first down.
Yeah, when you go out here, watch this fly sweep. He goes out and strings everything on the outside, gets great blocking outside by Johnson, and he just keeps his feet moving. So they're going on the outside, they're doing it on the inside on the read. If they can consistently keep them off guard and keep them wondering, it's going to be a good day for this Polar offense.
This is a good drive going here. This one started at its own 10, but a false start here will back them up on first down.
Dead ball, false start on the offense, 5-yard penalty. First down.
So 1st and 15, backs him up across the 25, and there's Charles Adams. Charles admitted to us he doesn't do much with the offense. He's a defensive coach, and he's had times this year where the offensive coaches, when he has come to give advice, have just said, get out of here, we got this.
Yeah, Charles Sr. is also on that team too, and I love talking to him because he's a defensive guy, and I'm an offensive guy, and they just stay on the other sides of the field and lay off each other during the game.
And this is Porter up the middle, and a nice play by Dawson Dahl to shoot the gap and bring him down. And you see Dawson, one of the real vocal leaders of this team, and Ethan Hermanson also there on the tackle.
Yep, you're going to have to gang tackle as well. These guys aren't going on the first hit. Watch Dahl, he comes up there, but it's Ethan Hermanson who ends up getting the nice tackle up high and getting them down to the turf. So 2 guys taking these guys down. It's a good sign for Russell Peterson's defense that they're flying to the ball.
2nd and 15. And now this is Jamin Smith, and he's inside the 20. Nice pickup, ball comes out late again, but the whistle had gone. Down at the 17-yard line.
Yeah, Jamin Smith on the outside, and, good team speed here again. They're chipping away on the inside a little bit. They were going with Keon Porter, and now we see on the outside for them Jamin Smith. So he's one of those runners by committee. When after the injury to Cox this year, they just hand the ball off to 3 or 4 different guys, and he's early on one of their main go-to guys there, Smith on the outside.
He had the game-winning touchdown last week against Wabasso in the 3rd quarter. Now they're going to throw it up, and it's intercepted. Lucas Rasmussen out jumping Isaac Johnson, and he gets the defensive stop. Rushford Peterson with the defensive stop, and they lead at 7-0, getting the ball back again.